for me, independent, for something to be independent, it has to be independent from the dominant system. And today the dominant system is capitalist system, the capitalist mode of production, the capitalist mode of exhibition, the capitalist mode of distribution. And it's easy to say, but like being independent from these modes of production, exhibition, and distribution is very difficult in our age, because the cinema, the filmmaking is quite expensive. And even though many people and festivals and filmmakers say they are independent, they are doing works dependent on capitalist mode of production, basically. And how to be, for me, how to be like exempt from this kind of mode of production is that refusing individual creativeness is one thing, like the refusing the division of labor and expertise. That is the center of the capitalist mode of production. Not just the director and director's point of view or the producer's point of view or manipulation should shape the ideology of the film, but the whole crew should shape the ideology and the aesthetics of the film. That's how I understand to be out of the capitalist mode of production. And so everyone should be involved with the film, not just the individual director or the producer or some people high above the film crew. So that's one thing, and I don't see this kind of mode of production in today's cinema. Only some independent artists can do such stuff, but that's also very individual production for me. And secondly, it also includes to refuse and reject patriarchal modes of production as well, which they are connected, like the capitalist mode of production and patriarchal mode of production are very connected in the industry, today's film industry. So that's the second thing. And of course, these are really difficult, like I said, to do such a film in today's world. So I depend on what the third cinema, from the 60s and 70s, from the Latin America, what they say when it comes to being independent. And what they say is collective ways of producing. And so I try to find in this system, in this wrong system, modes of collective production, and try to show our films in a way that is in line with this collective production. So I think independent cinema is also changing the mode of watching. Like today we are dependent on the bourgeois representational system, which is just you watch a film and you note a film, you give, you like it or not, and the watching of a film is quite passive, and there's the viewer is not involved in the screening mostly. In festivals, also in theatrical releases. So, and for me, making an independent cinema in terms of watching films, in terms of exhibition, involves changing the mode of watching, which is like the viewer should get involved with the film, should ask questions, not just Q&As, but maybe stopping the projection, because watching films in the mode of bourgeois representation is like worshipping images. Like you can stop images. The images are not very important for me. Life itself is important for me, and life is going on during the screening. So we must think of a different way of watching movies. And I think it might also involve stopping the projection. I mean, we should not worship the film itself as an art piece, you know, and all these awards and festivals are dependent on this bourgeois mode of screening. So changing the mode of screening, changing the mode of watching is also very important for me. 𝗁𝗫𝗃 𝗪𝗓𝗃, it had great resonance, and for example, comparing it with the Me Too movement, which had also had very big resonance in social media in everywhere in all the countries. 𝗁𝗫𝗃 𝗪𝗓𝗃 is coming from the Middle East, and it had resonance in every part of the world. So that's very important for me. And that resonance is in terms of mode of production, for example, many of the female film workers and filmmakers started to be more aware of the patriarchal system they are in, for example. So 𝗁𝗫𝗃 𝗪𝗓𝗃 is not just, it had wide resonance in all of the sectors of life, including cinema. But also, sometimes we show solidarity, but we don't organize. And 𝗁𝗫𝗃 𝗪𝗓𝗃 became, you know, everyone showed solidarity, but in terms of organization, it was not enough. And showing solidarity sometimes makes people have it works like an excuse sometimes not to be organized, you know. So I think it's very strong, and the women in Iran showed that they are strong enough to dismantle the system. But in terms of global resonance, the solidarity gestures were bigger than the organizational gestures. So that's, I think, what we should work on in the next level.